Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. That's right, it's Wednesday. New release day here on the channel. New albums, maybe new books, new Blu-rays, right? Whatever it might be. Today's the day we review the new stuff. And today, we're going to take a look at the 13th studio album, full-length studio album from the great Swedish doom metal band Candlemass. The name of the album is Sweet Evil Sun. Napalm Records. Yeah, they've got 13 full-length studio albums, but man, they've got a ton of EPs and things. So I mean, they're well over, like, I think 25 overall releases when you look at everything they've put out. Live stuff, well, that's probably close to 30. So let's take a look at this bad boy here. Comes in a digipack. Yeah. Good luck reading these song titles in the back. I mean, you can if you really look at it, but it's one of those things you got to keep turning it around. It's kind of cool, but kind of annoying. There we have the band. All right, Sweet Evil Sun, and let's get the disc CDs in here. All right, here we go. And then in the middle slot, you've got the booklet. And in the booklet, we've got... there's the pick of the guys in the band, same pick from the inside, and all the song titles with full lyrics, additional artwork, yada yada yada. Right. Let's talk about who's in the band. Right. It's basically the same lineup we've seen for last number of years now. Johan Landquist on vocals. He's now been the full-time lead vocalist. I believe this is the third full-length in a row with Johan back in the band. He never actually was an official member of the band back in the day. He appeared and sang on Epicus Doomicus, the debut Candlemass album all the way back in, 1985. But he basically just came in, did the studio session, that was it. And then they got Messiah Marcolin for, the next bunch of albums. He was a mainstay in the band for quite a while. But Johan came back all these years later, and he just sounds absolutely terrific. Leif Edling on bass, of course, founding member of the band. You got Mappo Bjorkman on guitar, mainly rhythm guitar, right? He's the big riff guy here. Lars Johansson on lead guitar, solo guitar. He does all the solos. And Jan Lind on drums. I mean, this is, I'm not going to call this the classic lineup of Candlemass because, of course, most people think of the Messiah version of the band as the classic. But, I mean, man, you got from the debut album and now the last couple albums, it's like this is as close to definitive Candlemass as you can possibly get. You've got oh geez, how many songs we got on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 songs in total. I love this. I absolutely love this album. This band is very near and dear to me. I still remember the first time I bought my first Candlemass record, and that was the Nightfall album. That was their second album. I remember I was in college at the time, and I remember buying that at Rock Fantasy in Middletown, New York. Steve Keeler had barely set open his new shop. I went from SUNY New Paltz, drove to Middletown, bought a bunch of things. That was one of them. And I remember coming home, plopping that in. I was, already a huge Black Sabbath fan. And I'm like, holy smokes, this is amazing stuff. And I've been a fan ever since. And I got to say, they've had, lots of different vocalists throughout their career. Robert Lowe was vocalist for quite a while from Solitude Aeternus. Dug him in the band. Messiah had a couple stints in the band, the one long stint and then another shorter one. Love Messiah as well. Johan does a great job. I really am digging his vocals on these last couple albums, and he sounds great on here. The riffs on this album are tremendous. There's the big, bruising, epic, doomy songs on here, right, with slow, ponderous, crushing riffs. There's some songs that are a little bit faster. There's just blazing lead guitar solos from Lars on here. There are a couple of slow, atmospheric, kind of dirgy, experimental type tracks on here. It's got a little bit of everything, and Johan is just singing up a storm. This is so good. So I mean, geez, Where do we start? Wizard of the Vortex is the first track. If you want just old school, riff-laden, mid-paced crunchers like Candlemass always did back in the 80s, Wizard of the Vortex is fantastic. Sweet Evil Sun, the title track, is fantastic. Angel Battle is killer. Then you get in the middle of the album, you start to get some more like kind of mid-paced, kind of atmospheric things. You get some acoustic guitars here and there, some creepy passages as well. Then the big, heavy riffage comes in. You got When Death Sighs, you got Black Butterfly. Black Butterfly is incredible. Scandinavian Gods, really good. The back end of the album just kicks ass. Devil Voodoo, killer. Massive riffs. Crucified might be my favorite song on the album. That comes all the way in the back end of the album. Crucified is killer with some just wailing vocals from Johan. Booming riffs. Just crushing. Goddess is terrific. And then you've got A Cup of Coffin, which finishes it all off. A little instrumental. This is fantastic. I totally dig the production. The riffs are amazing. The soloing is amazing. The vocals are amazing. The drums are crushing. This is everything you want a Candlemass album to be. This is doom metal, folks. Done by one of the masters of doom. Candlemass Sweet Evil Sun on Napalm Records. 5 out of 5 star. Love this. Some may question, how can it be 5 out of 5 star if you would give Nightfall 5 out of 5 or Ancient Dreams 5 out of 5. Listen, I have given many Candlemass albums throughout my career of writing reviews 5 out of 5s. This band just very rarely ever produces anything that isn't top-notch quality. Awesome stuff. I totally am digging this. And for those of you wondering and worrying, will this late entrant into 2022 make it into Pete's top 31 albums of the year? Rest assured, yes it will. So stay tuned for more information on that. But for now, go get it. Brand new Candlemass, hot off the shelf. It is ready and waiting for you to pick it up, listen to it, and begin headbanging big time. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together. All the damn time. That's right. The mighty Swedes are back. Candlemass kicking ass once again. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. We've also got the link below to our Ko-Fi page and our merch page. And please hit the like button before you leave. More reviews coming up here on Wednesday today. And so stay tuned. We've got new Fuzz Bubble. We've got brand new Elder. Yes, Elder and Candlemass coming in at the 11th hour here right before December as I'm putting the final touches on my top albums of the year list. And boy, are they both good. I'm going to try and get to, if I don't get to it today, it'll be next week, but I've got those 4 Tedeschi Trucks releases, and I've got a handful of other AFM Records releases, Dragonland and... what else? Eden Bridge, Dead City Ruins, a couple others. Going to try and get to all this stuff over the next couple of Wednesdays. So, stay tuned. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. We'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.